Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and dreamers of all ages, welcome to the Disney Countdown Show.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Disney Countdown Show. My name is Megan, the magical millennial, and joining me this morning is my lovely host from the other coast, the Dapper Danielle. How are you, Danielle? You're home. You're here.
I'm home. I'm waking up. I'm trying to decide if I need to unpack my luggage. And actually, no, I got to unpack my luggage because I'm like, you know that moment when you're like, okay, I'm going to be home for like so many days, and then I'm going to get back on a plane, but I'm going to a colder climate, and it's farther up north, so then I have to repack everything. Y'all, so I just got back from Tennessee, and then I'm going to be flying up to New York here at the beginning. Actually, I think it's on the day that this episode comes out is the day I'm going to be. Yes, the day that this episode comes, or right, the day after this episode comes out, I will be flying up to New York to be part of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Yeah.
Where I'm going to be a balloon holder, and I just know it's the soccer ball. I don't know where the soccer ball is going to be yet in the parade lineup, but I'll figure that out and let y'all know.
That is so exciting. I'm so excited for you. Keep an eye out for Danielle, everybody, when that ball comes through.
I know, right? I'm just going to be like, I need to find every camera imaginable, so that way I can just be like, hi, we're here. It's gonna be good. So
oh yay, cannot wait. So exciting. And yes, she is traveling and just experiencing all things holiday and merry. Looking forward to it. But y'all, this is actually our 22nd episode of season 6. We're going past the 20 episodes that we've done previously. Yes, and that's, of course, we want to do it for you and just talk about the holidays, because this is one of the most merry times of the year. And we definitely wanted to bring in some festive holiday countdowns. So, but this one we're actually going to be talking about, it's kind of like the penultimate. It's like it is almost the last episode that we have for this season, but we are actually going to be counting down all of our favorite things that we've ever talked about from any countdown of season 6. It could be like movies, food, attractions, characters, anything that we have had in our list on previous countdowns is fair game. So we're going to count down our favorites of season 6. It's like the ultimate Disney countdown.
My question was, though, is that so we're going to go through like our favorite countdowns, our favorite things within those countdowns. But do they have to be our number ones in those countdowns, or can they just be within our top 10?
They can be within your top 10, correct. So it can be anything that you really enjoyed talking about, anything that stood out, like if we've had some fun conversations about it. Does not have to be the number ones. Mine, I'm realizing that mine are a lot of my number ones, but
right. I think
it could be anything.
For me, my list is kind of all over the place because my list also changed so much with my mood of what was happening during that month and during that season. So now I'm like, well, maybe I just want this one instead. Like,
right, and
so you're going to see it all over the place in this countdown list.
Totally understandable, and that's the beauty of this countdown. This is something that we've never done before, so this is going to be, it's like an what's the word? Amalgamation of the Disney Countdown Show season 6. Yeah. Yes. Very excited to get into it.
Our Patreon family is hanging out and listening to us live as we're going through this. And I love Sarah just said, I feel like I need to buckle up for this list and I'm here for it. Yeah, you need to buckle up because we don't even know where this is going to go. This is going to go all over the place. So hold on. This is going to be a bumpiest ride in the wilderness. Okay.
We really don't. Yeah. This is because we don't know what list we're choosing from. It's just going to go back and forth and back and forth. So
you might get whiplash.
Bumpy ride. That's actually a really good way to put it. It's going to be the Big Thunder of Disney countdowns, or maybe the Matterhorn even.
Yeah, backbreaker, chiropractor of the list. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
cannot wait.
And make sure you're also listening to us or following along on the socials. Even while we're on our break, we're going to be posting updates and everything over there too. So make sure you follow us over on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And that's going to be Disney Countdown Show. You can also watch our full episodes. You're probably watching us right now and seeing our faces and my sleep-deprived under eye bags right now over on YouTube. And that's going to be part of the youtube.com/countdown network because we're over there with our sibling shows too. And then, of course, our personal socials, which I am the Dapper Danielle. She is the Magical Millennial _. Again, in this season of frauds and scams, there's only one, the Dapper Danielle, and only one, is it the Magical Millennial?
Yes,
The
indeed.
Magical Millennial _ at the end. No extra periods, no extra zeros, no extra dots in between all that. That's just how it is.
Megan the Magics was one that came up recently.
Oh my goodness.
We got that one banned. Good job, everybody. Thank you so much for that help.
Or even like it's unfortunate that's happening so much to our travel agent friends right now. And
I know.
And it's harder for the travel agents because then these people are posing as them to try to take these people's personal information for trips that are coming up.
Yep.
And it's just scary.
It is scary. That is really scary and awful. So, y'all, social media can be a dark place.
Careful out there.
Be careful. But of course, over on our show, we love having you guys. We love that you listen to us, and we really appreciate your reviews. They're so insanely kind. So thank you so much for reviewing the show. It's a great way for us to get our names out there, get our show out there, because yes, after all these years, people are still learning that we have a podcast. So we do appreciate it. You can rate and review on Spotify, Apple, or you can DM us a review on Instagram. As well, we have an email as well, disneycountdownshow@gmail.com if you prefer email. But we do have a wonderful Apple review here. Danielle, if you want to get into this one.
Yes. This one is from Nick K0814. And
is that your birthday? Happy late birthday.
It might be. Or
August 14th.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah.
And it says, "The best Disney podcast there is!" Exclamation point. Thank you. And this is 5 stars. And it says, "I have loved the Disney park, specifically my home resort, Walt Disney World, since I was very little, and listening to y'all talk about some of my favorite things always makes my day. Just over a year ago, my then girlfriend, Abby, introduced me to the Disney Countdown Show. She actually left a 5-star review of her own on one of your 2024 Halloween episodes. Since then, we actually got engaged at Disney, and we still love listening to your podcast to this day. We can't wait to keep listening to many more episodes to come, especially as we get into our favorite time of year at the parks." Congratulations!
Oh, yay. Oh, that's so exciting.
See, Megan, it's just showing how long we've been doing this, and that's kind of weird to think about. It's like how long people have been listening to the show.
I know we're going to enter our 3rd year, Danielle, next year in 2026, and that's crazy. But through the relationship stages, I'm honored, truly honored. So, congratulations! That is amazing. And yeah, we got more episodes to come. That's so exciting. Congrats, Nick.
Exciting!
Yeah. We do have one more Instagram message from Connie. Hi, Connie. Ooh. Connie says, "I'm currently at Walt Disney World and had a reservation at Beacon Barrel this morning. Woo! We love Beacon Barrel.
Nice.
We were in the map room with a few other couples, and one person works in casting at Disneyland. She was asking all of us what villains we thought needed to be added to Oogie Boogie, and I said Yzma, which was an instant consensus from the rest of the table. She said give her a few years, but she's going to bring it up in the right meeting. So Megan, be on the lookout. Connie, my hero, my girl. Yes. Bring Yzma to Oogie Boogie Bash." Thank you so much. I appreciate that it was a unanimous agreement that Yzma needs to be brought to this event. And I have been saying for years. And this year would have been a great year. You know why? 25th anniversary, Emperor's New Groove, but they didn't do it. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm very passionate about my Yzma and my ENG. So thanks. And I'm in the next couple of years, I will be on the lookout. The day I'll believe when I see it, but I have a feeling this is good news.
So that's a very true statement and I don't think people realize the timeline for a lot of these things. I expect, we see Disney change stuff in lifetime, especially like an event goes wrong, they update it for the next one, right? So there's some things like that can be changed and adjusted. But there's other things where it's like when you have to do creative licensing for a character and figure out, and you have to go back and forth with the creative development teams. How do you create this character? Do we have to create a new costume? The Yzma costumes belong to Disneyland Paris. How do you get a hold of the Yzma costume, or is it going to be a face character? So there's a lot of other developments that have to go, and a lot of paperwork, basically, to go back and forth for these things. Like even the decor up in Magic Kingdom at Disneyland. This is something I talked about like 2-3 years ago, and we're just now seeing it appear all over the park this year.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're welcome, but you're welcome. It was one of my videos that brought that up. And then you can tell when people are like, hey, so somebody talked about this online. Can we make this a thing? And so we know they're watching. We know they listen to our videos, and they know we listen to our posts. So if you see something you don't like, keep talking about it and putting it out there. So
keep putting it out there. Exactly. And it's funny. They're posting about it. Have you seen that? Like they're posting pictures of their decorations that they've started to put up, the new ones. And I'm like, oh,
yeah. And I'm just like, oh, that's funny. Looks like that's
weird.
something
I feel like
I would have talked about.
Suggested that. Like, that's crazy.
So funny. Or like it's so funny of the ones that are Disney parks is kind of out of touch of what is specifically going to go viral, or they're highlighting, oh yeah, we're putting it up, but you're not talking about the thing that's going to make it go viral, and you're not talking about the thing that people are going to connect with. So like the Peppermint Girlies, which is really actually the Great Movie Ride statues.
Oh my god, yes. Yep.
Like nobody cared about your candy cane decor that you put up over in Carousel, but you added the Great Movie Ride girls. You could have talked about them first before anybody else did, but you chose not to. Instead, you talked about other stuff. But I won't get into it. You tried. Let me talk about it. Let Allison Magic and Wishes break the news and talk about it. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Maybe that was the point, after all, to let the content creators who know all these specific niche things in Hollywood studios. But yeah, it's just funny that they don't. Well, you know what? No, they wouldn't talk about that. Now that I'm thinking about it, they never talk about Easter eggs. They never talk about the things that they leave behind. Really, I don't even think they've talked about Melvin and Max and sorry, I'm getting all these names wrong from Winnie the Pooh. Yeah.
Some of the reasoning behind that, and actually that's a really good point, Megan, is because Disney creates so much red tape for their own people, right? So a great example of this is that Ashley Eckstein, right?
Yes.
Is the voice of the Blue Fairy in Starlight.
Yeah.
Right? She was told she can talk about it, but she can't make a viral post necessarily about it. I can. She can't, and Disney cannot.
Yeah, because her voice belongs to other things, right?
Well,
I feel
even
like
that.
Well, she is Ahsoka.
It's just they don't want to. I don't know the reasoning why. It's just Disney's so afraid to be able to talk about it. Yeah, they can't. They can't. You can't get a peek behind the curtain because it'll ruin the magic. That's the thing. That's what they think. That's what they think. That's their, and I'm like, no, this
MO.
is this is what the people want to know. And they're just, I think it's more of the Imagineers that create these Easter eggs and put in these little details, is that some of these details they did not get management approval to put in. So then if they acknowledge it, and if other people find it first, that's great. But if they acknowledge that they're the ones that did it, then they're like, oh, I could get in trouble for doing this because I deviated from the original plan. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I don't know.
And
it's
that is
creating more red tape than they need.
It's red tape, and it also feels like a curtain. And it's because it's like everything's a show for them. They don't want no peeks behind the curtain from the actual people who put it on themselves. You can, I mean, the audience members can do whatever they want, but we
Dapper
can't
Danielle
actually announce
can
it.
do about it.
Dapper Danielle can do anything and everything. Yeah.
It's so funny. Like I'll even find those people like they're in their. A lot of times they're walking their attraction or they're doing stuff, and they'll come up and be like, hi, I follow you. And I'm like, oh, where do you make magic at? And they're like, oh, I work in this department, this division. I'm like, so what's something you want talked about that you're not allowed to say? You tell me what I need to look for and I'll talk about it. And they're just like, okay, if you go and look at this thing over here, you didn't hear it from me, but this is an homage and Easter egg to this thing. And I'm like, that's all I needed to know, babe. Thank you very much. and I'll go for it. There's a couple other things for like Starlight that I haven't even talked about yet.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Starlight is such a good parade. Yeah. That's no, and that's why we love those videos. We love that you and other creators are going around telling us these things that do, they go viral. People want to know this. Because Disney will not outwardly tell us themselves.
Exactly.
So
that's what I'm
why
here for.
we appreciate you and your content, Danielle, so much.
Well,
and we appreciate those who are with us today.
Yes, we have our Patreon family who's hanging out with us, and we don't have any new members to our Patreon family, but we do want to shout out and appreciate those that have been with us for so long. Thank you so much. We have our live studio audience here for our certain tiers of the Patreon family. Thank you. We've had quite a few new members join us here in the past couple weeks. So they've been popping up on the Facebook. They've been popping up on the Discord page. We do have a free version of the Discord as well. So if you just want the notifications or you just want to make sure that you're staying in touch with us, because we know, again, if you listen to the bonus episode, or then you know that the algorithm we are fighting against the month of November and December. So if you want those updates, make sure you're following along on the free Discord or also on the free Patreon channels too, so that at least you're seeing, oh, they're talking about something, they're posting about something. Let me go investigate, because I won't be able to. The algorithm's not going to show it to me organically. So maybe you need to go search it. All that is out there and available for you. Yes.
Super fun. We can do a peek behind the curtain because it's us, and we just love to let you guys in on some secrets. We actually recorded one of our last bonus episodes of this season just before this one.
Yeah.
And it went on for we were talking. We were yapping. It was a yap sesh. Yeah. So if you want some extra Disney magic, that is a fun bonus episode if you want to go take a look. That's going to be our 11 through 15, the ones that did not make our top seasonal holiday faves at the parks. So that is our latest bonus episode. We do appreciate you being here this entire season. If you've been going back and listening to seasons before, thank you. And yes, our wonderful Patreon, Megan, Sarah, Chica, Will, everyone who's in here, we appreciate you, especially when you help us out with sometimes y'all, sometimes it's early in the morning for me and Danielle, and during our games that Chris,
well, it's not even early in the morning for me. It's just anything before noon. I don't know how to operate.
Exactly. It's early for you. It's okay. Sometimes our brains they're not quite woken up yet, so they help us out with answers to our games. It's those times when we know that you're yelling at us in your car or something when you're listening to our episodes, and we're like, I can't, short-circuiting, I can't do it, I'm sorry.
Words are hard. The struggle.
So thank you to our wonderful people who are in our live recordings. We do appreciate it. And also who bear with us through our technical difficulties. Y'all are the best.
Bear with us to the bear end.
Bear to the better end, yes. Well, Danielle, I know we did also talk about this in the bonus, but I want to hear a recap again. How was your trip to Dollywood? You just got back last night. This is fresh.
Yes.
How was your time there in Tennessee?
It was fun. I honestly, my mother is calling me. Hold on. Dapper Mom. No, I am still recording.
It's every time. Call from Mom during the episode. This is what happens. Yes.
It is. And she
wouldn't be a recording without Dapper Mom calling.
Let me tell her. Still recording. Send. Okay.
Wait,
we got to take
care
of.
Mariah is here. Hold on. Mariah, welcome in, by the way. Sorry. Hi, Mariah.
Okay. She read the text message. We're good. Anyway, so it was a fun time with the family. Got to hang out with the Dapper niece and the sister and the brother-in-law. And we went in. We didn't really have very high expectations for Dollywood because it's been so long since we've been. So we're like, if we get stuff done, we get stuff done. We had fun RVing and getting out there. It was a little bit cramped living quarters, even with the giant rig, but we still survived. And it was just a fun kind of in between kickoff to the holidays. Getting into the month to Thanksgiving week and kind of seeing all the Christmas decor and all the lights over there in Dollywood. Very, very cool experience.
Nice.
Mostly the food. Oh my goodness. We got the little tasting pass over there. And
they have that? That's cool.
They do.
Oh.
And Will, it is so funny. Okay, so Will commented on my video and realized I wore jeans.
Danielle wore jeans.
And I realized, I don't think you guys have ever seen me in a video wearing jeans. I've worn them, but whenever I film,
I've seen
it's
her with
from
jeans.
the waist up. You guys
Yeah.
don't see me in the jeans because I'm a dress person. But when it's pretty chilly, when it's down below 70 something degrees, I gotta wear something on the legs.
Yeah.
Even if I'm wearing jeans, and I might still be wearing my Tevas because I refuse to wear closed-toed shoes, but I did wear closed-toed shoes in Dollywood. I'll let you know that.
You don't want your little toesies to freeze.
And my little toes
no
is been
frostbite
too
here.
cold in the mountain air.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true. Unless it's something with cold, then he throws. Yes, okay, that's true. Usually, you only see me from the waist down if I'm with Cole and we're filming, and then it's like me running away from the camera, and you see me from a distance because I'm like screaming at the audacity of us pulling certain things during a blind box opening. That's true. That does happen a lot, Megan.
Yep. Yeah.
Ah, goodness. So but it was a good time. We had fun.
Good.
And I had
I'm
so
so
many
glad.
potatoes.
Yeah. Right. And I meant to ask you, what was your favorite potato? Do they put different toppings on it, or is it kind of just like a general?
So they had two different potatoes. One was a buffalo chicken potato, and then the other one, though, right, you would have loved the buffalo chicken one. It needed a little more sauce to be able to like dredge into the rest of the potato and like mix them better.
Okay.
But it was a little more on the drier side. But my favorite, though, it was a chicken and like mushroom cream soup type potato.
Yum.
And it only had like two major pieces of mushroom, but I love like mushroom cream soup. Like when you mix it into stuff.
Cream of mushroom soup is the holiday season for me. Absolutely. Put it in everything. Put it in everything. Yeah.
Just get rid of the mushroom part of it. I want the flavor of the mushroom, but I don't want the big
I want
chunky
the
mushrooms.
gooey. I want the gooey stuff. Only.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it was like pulled chicken, this cream of mushroom soup, and it had little crunchy onion toppings and a little bit of chives. And then you mix that into the full big old potato. And I was like, I can't be in Disneyland and have a True to Door Tavern potato. This will do.
The second best.
It was so good. I was like, this was my lunch, and it made my whole entire trip to Dollywood because of it. So it was great.
I love that. And I will argue through and through that a baked potato is, first of all, the best form that a potato can take.
Right.
You don't have to do too much to her. You just got to open her up, throw in some butter and toppings, and she's great. But
Did I tell you, Cole and our friend Brian, we had a potato night the other night before I left.
We had a potato night?
We had a potato night. We all went to the
Genius.
Korean supermarket and like made it a whole outing. We made it a whole thing. And we went, and there was this potato, I kid you not, was made the size of a small baby.
Love
like,
that.
It was hefty. It was the size of two
Straight from
potatoes.
Idaho.
Straight
Yeah.
from Idaho. And or somewhere, I don't know. It was probably genetically modified because this thing was so big. And
I love our GMO potatoes. Yeah.
right. And we were like, maybe we should have a potato party. And then me and Cole look at each other, and Cole's like, yes. So we had a build your own potato night. We brought our potatoes. We brought it over to Brian's house the next night. We watched a movie, and we just had our own build your own potato bar. We shared each other's toppings and stuff like that. It was great. So
I'm not even kidding you. I'm adding that to lists I want to do. Things I want to do for like TikTok ideas. I'm adding it to my list. I have a note here. Hang on. There we go. TikTok ideas. There it is. That is so genius. It's literally like a build your own sundae, but potatoes, because you get to add whatever toppings that you want. That's genius. Build your own potato.
I also did here recently is I went to a Friendsgiving actually right before I found we've been talking for so long, my little TV background thing also started playing an ad.
Dear God, I thought someone entered your apartment. That was so...
Like, Danielle, what is the maintenance guy doing in your apartment again? Which is not uncommon because it does happen.
Which we have seen random people in your apartment trying to fix. I know. Oh, we haven't talked about Kevin in a hot minute.
Kevin's actually been very quiet and I think he realizes he lost. I'm not leaving because we think he was a woman hater. And I think he just has accepted it, or he's moved on, because there's been a lot of weird ruckus happening in the apartment next door to me. So I assume maybe he's going giving them a hard time.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe
my holy water finally worked and got rid of him. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can. I want to skip the ad. I don't. Okay, Lindor truffles, fine. I just want to skip the ad.
I love the truffles.
No, I don't want premiere. There we go. We're good. Okay, we're back to the regular schedule programming. Yes, and it's muted now in case another ad comes on by accident. Anyway, we were saying.
I also want so we got the potatoes, and thank you for the idea, by the way. But I also wanted to ask. I know Dollywood has a few. They have a few like bigger rides, right? Like roller coasters. I don't know.
It is all roller coasters. So I did not hardly ride anything.
I was gonna ask you because I feel like I've seen Jeremy, our good friend Jeremy's videos, and he goes on all the coasters and stuff because he's the big coaster theme park guy.
He was literally there the weekend before I was.
He was there, and he was also hosted. So I was like, oh, maybe they'll get to meet. Which, like, of course, you are passing ships in the night. But I wanted to ask if there are any rides that you were able to do because I had a feeling Dollywood was full of coasters from what I've seen.
No.
Was there anything?
No.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Because we were so focused on like getting the food, seeing certain things. My main focus was to go to the Dolly experience, which is the part museum, part documentation of her life kind of thing. So that's what I was mostly there for. I went into her little museum that has some of her clothing options. Some of her wigs are on display, some of her shoes and other accessories from like 9 to 5 and even some of her other movies that she's done. And I'm like, I was living my best life in that. I would probably make a montage video. I'm going to be posting so much more content because I was telling Megan this in the bonus episode. I didn't have connection outside of Dollywood. I had connection in Dollywood, but when we went back to the RV and we were traveling through the hills of Tennessee, I was not having consistent enough connection. And then by the time we got home, I was only back at mom and dad's place the night before and the night after we arrived, and then I flew out the next day. So it was a really quick up there and back trip. So I am currently going through and dump posting all my videos and photos. So it's going to be like, Danielle, I thought you were only there for a day. I have that much content and stuff to go through, and it's just taking me that long to post it. So that's what's happening.
Yeah. Gotta love that good old in the woods connection. We love
literally
her.
In the woods.
Yep, in the woods. But I'm so excited to see it all. It's from what I did see, it looks super fun. I have been wanting to visit Dollywood. There's so many theme parks that I'm like dying to go see because I never really went to the East Coast or anything to do any. So
and I feel like not just Dollywood, but going and visiting Pigeon Forge and the tourist traps.
Yeah. Okay, but I want to do that. I want to do the touristy things.
I want to go to the really. I think next time I go, I really want to go to the cringy touristy things that have been around since the 80s and the 90s.
Right.
That's what I want to do.
And I'd love to, one of these days I'm going to do like an East Coast theme park trip because my husband who's from Jersey, always talked about Hershey Park. He loves Hershey Park, so I'd love to go see Hershey Park at some point.
I haven't been to Hershey Park, but that also has some pretty big coasters where I'm just not a coaster girly. I'm like, show me the food and the merchandise. That's what I was
going to say. We would definitely go for different reasons because I do want to do the massive coasters like the record breakers and stuff also.
I'll wait in line and hold your things.
There we go. One of these days we'll make it happen. But I'm glad it was a good trip. Glad you had a good time. So yeah, it's overall a very good time just for the holidays in general. And it was fun.
It was very busy also. And I was like, thank goodness for coming now. Yeah, honestly, it was packed. If you go back and watch my cinnamon bread video I posted, everybody's like, oh, well, the line's not as bad over at the bakery for the cinnamon bread. And I just want y'all to know, no. This line for the cinnamon bread at the front of the park for the bakery, because everybody was trying to leave the park to get their last minute cookies, last minute things to travel with leaving, was almost just as long, if not longer, than the grist mill at the back where the bread was being made. And everybody's like, oh, well, you could have gone into the hotel. Y'all, another thing that you did not see in any of that content is we didn't have a car. And there's not really easy Ubers that you can easily grab in the middle of Pigeon Forge necessarily. So, or at least not for as big of a party as we did. So we drove our RV
Oh, shit.
out of the campsite and into Dollywood parking, which, yes, there is RV parking over there, shockingly enough. And so we took that giant rig and we're just like, hello, don't mind us. Thank goodness there's not like an overhang for their parking structure. But the parking lot's very interesting. It's literally like snakes on the side of a hill. And the different lots are on different levels of the hill going up. It's very interesting.
Interesting. That is very interesting. Okay.
But it was busy. It was pretty busy.
Yeah, that's good to know. I would love to go out there and see it at some point and do more theme parks out there.
It was funny is the day I went, there was also a media event that was happening, which I was not invited to, but it was a media event of just the Dollywood creators. And I ran into so many people that follow me though. So many people.
Really?
And like one girl, like, because everybody knew I was going to be there. So one lady actually brought, and I'm blanking on her name, but she brought my book with her. And she was like, I was determined. I've been here all day. And I saw her at like 8:00 at night, like an hour before the park closed. And she's like, I've been carrying my book around hoping to see you. Can you sign my book? And I was like, absolutely, I can. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And so that was so sweet. I ran into so many of y'all and it was so great. But everybody thought I was there for the influencer media event. And they're like, we went over to where they were meeting for the Dollywood creators and we thought you would be there. And I was like, no, I don't go here. I was not invited. I'm kind of infringing on their territory. And they're like, what? I was like, yeah. So very, very interesting.
That is very interesting. Well, I'm glad that you were able to run into some people, and that's really, really sweet. I'm glad that she was able to, see you and with your book and everything. That's really cool.
It was good.
Yeah. I'm glad you're able to do that. That's very, very fun. Something a little, outside of the Disney niche also.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool. For
But
Dolly.
you did go to Dapper Day, even though I was in Dollywood. You went to Dapper Day, which I was very proud of you.
Thank you. I created a little Life Day Chewy fit. It was inspired by our wonderful friend Meg from Disney World because she did that for Jollywood the week before. And I had already had this big brown coat. I had the red dress and I'm like, you know what? I throw on the chewy ears. Let's do a little Life Day fit. So we did that. And luckily that day, up until like 9 p.m., it was dry. It started to sprinkle a little bit towards the end. But for most of the day, I was trying to catch up on stuff I didn't get to on Friday because if y'all didn't know, Southern California is getting a lot of water right now. We've been rained on the last 3 days. It's not going to rain today, but it is going to come back later this week. So it's been a lot for us for November. And it did rain quite a bit on the first day of the holidays. So like Christmas Fantasy Parade got canceled. They did the little cavalcade instead, the rainy day cavalcade. And so I was just, trying to get a bunch of content as much as I could without any rain coming down. But it's definitely got us in the spirit because like that is winter for us, right? It's just rain. So I'm like, okay, it's the holidays. Like we got a little extra Christmas spirit this year.
Something cool about like the rain reflecting off of like the Christmas lights, like when you have little puddles and the lights reflect. That's one of my favorite times when it rains down here in Florida, and all of a sudden you have the rain reflecting, especially in Hollywood studios. Oh my gosh, it's such a vibe.
Absolutely. I fully agree. Definitely like for Cars Land, for Main Street, you can like see the reflections of things and that is a whole vibe for us. So I agree. I think Friday was definitely busy. The rain did not keep a ton of people away from the first day of the holidays. It was quite busy, but definitely a good time. And I brought my husband with me. So he got to experience the first day of, that's the first time he's ever done that. So I was like, yeah, it gets a little crazy. But we did Oga's Cantina for the first time because he's never been and he had always wanted to see it. So that was kind of fun. And overall, great day.
In your Oga's Cantina, did you guys get the spicy cheese garlic bread at all? Or is that just Disney World that got that?
We have a pretzel bread. I forget
with like
what it's
the pimento
called.
cheese in it?
Yeah, it's. I think it's a dip.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
I think we then we got the same one then, I think.
Yes. That is the only food item I will order from there. Everything else I'm good on.
No, it recently was added to us here a couple months ago and it's been cool. It's been my go-to. I've been kind of just seeing if I can make a reservation for one. And I'm just like, I just really want carbs and spicy cheese. And go get that. And I'll get the little Petri dish with the non-alcoholic version with the Pop Rocks and the Jello. And I just have that for fun. So it's great.
Nice. No, that one is really good. I just got a beer. I don't particularly love their like drinky drinks, like their cocktails. So
it's more for hubby to experience for the first time.
I just really wanted him to see it, and they did play the Cantina song, so that was really cool. But
that's cool.
Very special. But I think wait, Danielle, is it time to get into some Disney news? Because we had quite a bit this week.
We've been yapping a lot. Yes, I say we go ahead and jump into this news.
We interrupt our program to bring you this
Disney news. Well, the live-action Moana trailer released.
Yes, it did. It's going to be here sooner than we think. It's coming next year, y'all. 2026.
So, thoughts? Opinions?
Okay. Y'all know we keep it honest here on the Disney Countdown show.
We do.
I just, okay. Did we need this? Did we need this? Oh my God. 10 years. 10 years it took. 10 years.
Back away from the microphone for a second. So that way I don't blare out Chris, okay?
I just
Nobody freaking asked for this, and I don't want it. Take it back. You wasted time. You paid The Rock too much money for something nobody wanted.
I'm rolling back now.
I'm really happy that you did that.
Thank you.
You're like, you screamed exactly what my brain is processing. Because, oh my God, we just got Moana.
You're going to take the money you paid The Rock for a live action remake of Moana for Moana is what you could have poured into Disney Plus to not bring in AI slop.
I just feel like oh my God. Okay. My brain goes to, first of all, The Rock and Dwayne Johnson. And having this like be this big dream that he wanted to do and like to actually become Maui. Like he had this vision for himself to become Maui because he didn't get to do it enough as his voice or something. And then
is it just
also
an ego project?
But like I don't want to think this way because I like don't want to, I know it's not just that, but like it's almost because at the same, Jared Leto kind of did the same thing for Tron. Like he's always wanted to be in Tron, so he made a movie or helped make a movie where he was Tron. So I just feel like I'm getting similar vibes here. And guys, 10 years. It only took 10 years for them to do this. Moana came out in 2016.
Because Rock was aging out. He's not going to be able to do this any longer.
No. I mean, man's getting older. Okay?
He is.
And I don't know, you guys. It looks so
Someone
incredibly
pointed
CGI'd.
Out oh my goodness, yes. Like, I don't...
I understand how like significant Moana is to the Polynesian culture. I have my best friend is from Hawaii, and it's her favorite princess.
With it.
People are having issues with it, and people are already talking about the issues that they have with this trailer. Number one being, and I'm going to bring it up, her hair.
I was just about to say that.
Why is her hair straightened and then curled again? She has
got rid
beautiful
of her
hair.
sea-level her
natural
curls.
hair.
You give her a blowout.
What are we doing? That's not Moana's hair.
No.
Anyway, that's a whole other discussion. But I see so many people like getting excited for it, and I'm like, I'm so happy that you're excited. There's a part of me that is like just breaking down inside because I'm like, we don't need this. And then Danielle, did you see the poster for it from today?
No.
They copied How to Train Your Dragon. First of all, it's going to be a shot-for-shot remake because I think they literally copied the shot-for-shot remake of How to Train Your Dragon. It's literally her putting her hand on the water as like Hiccup.
Oh my gosh, you're right. As I'm visualizing, I did see the poster.
Yeah, it's literally the poster or the climax of How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah.
Everyone's fired. You're all fired. I don't like.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
They didn't email us, Megan. We had the answer for them the whole time. They have our contact information. We say this every episode, and they don't talk to us.
I can feel, I follow so many movie creators on TikTok because I love the movies and I like hearing from critics, and I can hear them just reeling right now. They haven't made the video yet, but I can hear them just
some
being
of them
like,
are just like, what's going to kill me is that this is going to do just as okay in the box office as Lilo and Stitch did, because every other kid that grew up with Moana is going to want to see it. Just like how the millennials went and saw Stitch, right?
Right.
So it'll do okay. And then it's going to tell Disney that we want more of this. We don't want more of this.
I feel I know The Rock had a lot of say in this, like basically, if not like 75%. And I just feel like they went along with it and like, okay, sure. And it's just a shame because we're talking about let's talk about Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast. The reason Cinderella was so good and why it's at the top of everyone's live action list is because it's not a shot for shot remake. They made a story that was, well, first of all, that story's been around for also a pretty long time,
right?
But they made it beautiful in kind of their own way. They added some elements from the original animation, but I knowing that this is going to be a shot for shot remake is getting to me, and the fact that it is 10 years old. This Moana is 10 years old.
Yeah.
We got a live action Moana before we got a live action Princess and the Frog. Hello? Anything. Tangled? Anything else?
Filmed on location. You could actually been in New Orleans. It didn't have to be half CGI.
Yes. For a movie that people like adore and appreciate because it's Tiana. Like,
think of the movie Moana. Right? Moana itself, like the music's good, but there's no background. There's only water and
there's only water.
There's only dead space water and maybe a little bit of an island, and that's it. This is going to be so visually lackluster, except for the transition scenes and maybe the monster area, like that maybe, but the main conversation parts with it being Maui and Moana, that's why this wrapped up so quick in production, is because there's no background. That's it.
No, that's it. Exactly. And knowing that, y'all, these are new songs. When you're talking songs in the last 10 years, those are new. Those are new songs. You're just going to go and remake them again? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Right.
Okay. I don't know. I have my thoughts.
Especially when the original voice actress of Moana is, what's her name? Oh my goodness.
Ali, and we love her.
She's still so active in Hollywood and in voice acting, and still does so much of Moana's voice for other things.
I know. And her Moana 2 performance was incredible. Like, she's such a good singer. Oh my God. I love her.
And then you're going to be like, okay, now we're going to have this other girl who's Moana's age come in and record and portray this character. Then you have her version also. How does she feel about this? You know? Like, Rock's coming back and portraying himself. But what about her? I would love to know.
I don't know. To me, I have much stronger opinions on this than I did Lilo and Stitch. Because at least Lilo and Stitch was like 25 years old. Is she?
Lisa said she's a producer on the movie.
Oh, well, there you go. If she had to work, then
is that an honorary producer title? Just so that way they could say, "Oh no, it had her blessing." You know, it's not. She wasn't really involved. It was just like, yeah, we ran some things by her, like some dialogue things, and that was it. It was in an email.
Yeah,
we'll give her the producer title just for that. Megan, we gotta move on. I cannot keep focusing on this.
I know. I'm like, oh my God, it's like giving me the heebie-jeebies at this point. Sorry, we need to move on.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm not gonna say the term.
Should I say the term? That could have been like a whole bonus episode just in that one.
I know. We did. We'll keep talking about this in the bonus. Yeah, the next bonus that we have. Sorry, it's gonna be talked about
because there will be another trailer that
coming
drops
up this week. Yeah, exactly. As we're recording this week, y'all, Wicked has come out. I'm seeing it on Thursday. I'm so excited. Wicked for good. And then, of course, we have Zootopia, which I'm also thrilled to see because everyone's saying that the sequel is very good. So, anyway. Moving on. So some better news. As you know, we had fires this year in Southern California that were very, very devastating in Los Angeles, in parts like the Palisades and in Altadena. Disney Imagineers are helping to rebuild a park that was destroyed by the Altadena fire. And this park, they're going to make it like kind of like a little bit more like Disney themed ish. It's got a little magical element to it. They're really trying to rebuild this community. A lot of it was absolutely devastated by these fires, and it looks really cute. They're kind of coming in and sprinkling in some magic to this park. So I'm trying to see exactly where it's located. It's Charles White Park, and it's part of their commitment to help LA recover from these fires. Excuse me. And let's see. Oh, it's inspired by Altadena's Deodar cedar pine cones. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. They're going to have a splash pad, bridges, boulders, slides, and swings, a full playground, and they're also going to build a new amphitheater for performances and community events. So this is really, really nice to an area that had seen so much devastation earlier this year.
Right.
So that is happening in
nice.
LA. Yeah.
Well,
It is
a
nice.
positive thing after talking about a live action remake. Yes.
Yes. Bringing a little bit more positivity to the community, which is great. And also, okay, so I saw this. I actually have seen some social posts about this. The holidays are at Hong Kong, which they do have some drones over in Hong Kong. They're popping off because they did just open. Of course, they opened Arendelle recently over there. And they do have, so it's now through January 4th, a Disney Christmas. So we got the characters of Frozen. Oh, this is so cute. They're in their holiday clothes. Oh, I love this. Oh my gosh. Okay, and Olaf is bundled up in his, it's adorable, his snowman sweater. He looks like a tree.
Oh, yes, I saw that. And they did a recreation of the Christmas special from Frozen in Arendelle.
Yeah.
So it looks like a little glass glowing tree, just like the special. And I think that's so cool.
It's adorable. And they have Duffy and friends all dressed up in their winter gear. I mean, really, everyone's dressed up. Pooh and friends. This is the post that I did see because I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, and Tigger are in these festive holiday gear. And it's so cute. And I wish we had this as well.
Chica's saying they have a whole show.
There's a whole show? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, a whole Christmas show with them. That's
I did see the show. Disney Christmas live in concert. Oh man. Oh wait. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. They got food.
I'm having a hard enough time trying to figure out how to get over to Disneyland for the holidays, let alone try to get over to Asia.
To China, I know. The food looks really good though.
Maybe that'll be my big trips for next year, is like if I can make sure I get my passport renewed, maybe we'll try to do holiday trips to the other parks around the world, because I think that would be so cool, you know?
So cool. Yeah. Oh, these are adorable. Oh my gosh, Danielle, I scrolled all the way down to the little hamsters from Zootopia because they have little they're so cute.
They're so cute.
It's a pop-up donut shop. They're adorable. Oh my gosh. And the donuts are adorable too. You guys, if you want to look up Hong Kong Disneyland's Christmas and holiday festivities, please do, because it's on Disney Parks blog. And it is the cutest thing ever.
It is really cute.
They have build your own plushie headbands, and the build your own plushies. So it is the popsicle, and then Judy Hopps and Clawhauser as donuts.
I need that because I love Clawhauser so much.
I know. So cute. And Clawhauser's also a scrunchie. Oh my gosh, the merch goes off.
Too much
over
merch. There. Yeah, it's
Popping
true.
off.
Well,
Yay for Hong Kong.
Yeah. In other news, though, we actually talked about this last episode, but I think it was actually on the day that episode aired. Okay,
Did
it was
it
actually
really? That
right
okay.
after we recorded on November 14th, Disney and YouTube TV finally reached a deal to bring channels such as ABC and ESPN back to the Google-owned live streaming platform on Friday, ending the blackout for customers that lasted over 2 weeks. And we know Disney lost a lot of money in that process. So you will be able to have all your streaming back on YouTube TV for the Thanksgiving week, which is very exciting. It doesn't really go into what they agreed upon too much. It just kind of says that they came to Disney. Meanwhile, said YouTube TV had refused to pay fair rates for its channels. California entertainment giant also accused Google of using its market dominance to eliminate competition. So it was a lot of back and forth. He said, she said, right? And both sides publicly sparred over negotiations for 2 weeks, and they finally came to an agreement, reached an agreement with Disney that preserves the value of our service for our subscribers and future flexibility in our offers. Love how vague that is, but basically they took care of it behind closed doors is what that means.
They took care of it. Disney's back on YouTube TV, and you can now enjoy your shows and sports that you want to on there. So that's, I guess, a good thing all around. I do not use YouTube TV. I got the bundle, so
right, exactly. We have all the other things directly there. Another thing in Disney World news is we see some updates, some changes finally happening for Big Thunder Mountain as we get closer to January and when the reopening is going to be. We don't really have specifics on when it's going to be reopening, but we do know that they started testing again. So the trains were on there. They had the water weights to simulate weight and people being in the attraction. We're currently going up and down the rails and on the track. So we do know that's happening. I guess some files have been shared because there are some things being added, show elements being added. So that way it's a little more consistent. It's because like we didn't have as many interactive show elements like what the Disneyland version has.
yes.
So
this will be a completely updated. Track is updated.
yes.
And exciting things. Oh, this little poster in the article. Welcome to Piston Peak. So this is going to be kind of like a part of that or a part of the scenery.
Well, it's gonna
for
like
Piston Peak?
pull in so that way when you're on the Cars attraction, this architecture for Big Thunder is going to blend in with the two. So we do think there's going to be some geyser areas like because there's supposed to be like a reference to Rainbow Caverns inside Big Thunder, and I think that's going to trickle outside in that in between crossing between Piston Peak and Big Thunder. So I think that's what they're really talking about is like the bridging of theming between the two.
This is cute. I like it. It's wildernessy.
I'm just happy to have Big Thunder back. I've missed it so much. I did
I
not
know.
realize how much I do love enjoying that ride later in the evening when there's nobody on that side of the park. And I'm like, y'all, I need to get back over there. And it's probably going to be super smooth because like y'all, they gutted the entire track. It is a brand new track.
No, it's going to be like ours, very, very smooth, which is exciting. I did like the kind of bumpiness of yours because it was nostalgic. It made me think of the old track that we had, but
they wanted to remove the Mythbusters claims of it being able to remove kidney stones, which was true. You could pass kidney stones if you sat in the very back and you rode it enough. So now I'm like, nah, they'd remove that so that way they don't. It's smoother now. That way they say, no, you can't pass kidney stones anymore. It's not that rough and bumpy.
Yeah, right. No, that's exciting though, and I'm interested to see when it will open again because I do love me some Disney World.
I do think January. I think is what they're aiming for, like beginning January, unless for some reason they have some miracle and they can get it open before Christmas week. But I highly doubt that.
Yeah. Well, very, very exciting. All good things over there. Looking forward to it. And now I think does our wonderful producer Chris have a game for us this week?
Do we
Chris,
have
are you
time for a game?
Of course I have a game. Let's play a game. Merry Christmas.
Woo!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Is it Christmas related?
It is Christmas related. We're playing some Christmas games.
Let's go.
Hey.
All right, so it's not a secret I mean, if we had to assign me a sort of a character in this countdown network, I am sort of like the Nick Fury, maybe like a Stan Lee sort of person. I'm all over the place.
You're
am
the orchestrator,
through
the
line
maestro. Yes.
and the common denominator in all these countdown podcasts. And that being said, sometimes I'm going to use the same games in these podcasts. So if I'm not stealing a game for myself, we're going to play a game we played on Christmas Countdown a few weeks ago. And if you haven't already listened to Christmas Countdown, you should listen to Christmas Countdown. It's the same exact show, basically. We talk fun stuff. We have fun conversations. I'm in there. We're playing games. Danny and Eric have a good time. But we're playing a game that I've called, for some reason, the Drummers Drumming Days of Christmas.
Oh.
Ooh.
So
okay.
It's wordy. I don't like saying it, so I won't say it again. And you'll understand what the game is. In a second, I'm going to explain why it's called that. So here's how it's played. I'll ask you a series of questions. All of the answers to these questions are numbers between 1 and 12.
Oh.
Instead of saying the answer, you must answer using the corresponding gift from the 12 days of Christmas.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, for example, if the answer is 2, you would say turtle doves. Now, you can't say 2 turtle doves. You can only say turtle doves because the sing-songiness of it might give it away if you say, like, 2 or whatever. So you can only say the gift itself, not the number in the...
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Sarah, for acknowledging my face as I'm like, okay, okay, I got
We
this.
talked about
baby.
it earlier. We'll give the ladies a chance to answer, but if they're struggling, feel free to help them out in the chat.
Okay.
All right, so we will start with Megan.
Okay.
How many lands? This is an easy one. So this is getting our dipping our toes in the water of this game. How many
Okay.
lands does Disneyland have? I guess it's half easy, half not easy.
Oh. Is that drummers drumming?
It is not drummers drumming.
Is it Piper's pipe? Okay.
No.
Do you want to try to do it, Danielle? You can work through it together if you want. There's no one's winning this game except for me because I get to make you all feel uncomfortable for a few minutes.
Oh wait, what's Hold on. I got this.
You got this.
It is Hold on, what's 4? Calling birds.
It's not 4.
What? Wait, are we talking
it-
lands?
Talking how many lands does Disneyland have proper?
Oh my god.
Oh, golden rings.
Not
Piper's
Golden
Piping.
Rings. Not Piper's Piping.
Lords a leaping.
It
I hope
doesn't
I
have
have the right information.
10?
I double checked it, but I might
No,
not.
you're wrong, Chris.
How many lands does it have?
Main Street USA, Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, Adventureland, Frontierland.
Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Bayou Country.
Oh, if you're
Toontown.
counting individuals, but
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
counting
you
all the
meant
lands.
lands proper.
Well,
Oh, it's
in
ladies.
Disneyland.
It's ladies dancing.
It is ladies dancing.
Oh, see,
I
I consider that all Frontier. I guess Batu is separate over there.
Yeah,
Oh.
There we go.
I should know that. That's embarrassing. Okay.
Oh, it's
Well,
okay. So here we go. This one's for you, Danielle. How many
Ready now.
riders sit in each row of Space Mountain, Hong Kong?
Riders sit in each row of Space Mountain, Hong Kong is going to be turtle doves.
Turtle Doves is correct. There we go. Megan, this one's for you. How many Disney resorts are there globally?
Oh. Something with a bird.
Something with a bird.
Oh, Gisa Lang.
Giselang is correct.
Let's go.
Here we go. Now we're in the rhythm here. Danielle, this one's for you. How many kids do the Incredibles have?
French hens.
Nice.
Got it.
Good one.
Crushing it now. Megan, for you, how many daughters does King Triton have?
Oh boy. Swans. Swans a swimming?
Swans are swimming, correct.
Oh.
Ooh.
Last one for you, Danielle. In the Muppet Christmas Carol, how many ghosts visit Scrooge?
Hold on. Isn't that also French hens?
No.
Hold on. One. Oh,
Don't forget
technically-
Goofy. Yeah.
Well, Muppet Christmas Carol. And are you counting
Oh.
two as one?
I'm counting them each individually. So if there's
Okay, then it's
if they
Golden
pair up,
Rings.
and that is the correct answer. You got it.
Woo!
Because there's the Marley of Marley.
Yeah. So that was the game.
Wow.
Yay! That was fun.
That was too stressful this early in the morning. It's fine. Making me sing lyrics in my head to be able to figure out what's birds, what's rings. I don't know my numbers.
Yay. That was
Yay,
good,
that was a
Chris.
good
I
one.
love that one. That was fun.
Thank you.
Very festive. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
All right.
That was so fun.
It was
Love
stressful,
good Christmas
but fun.
games. But fun.
Chris always he does have some really good games, but again, it does make sure I'm awake this early in the morning. You know, good time.
It keeps us on our toes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it's time to get into our fun and just crazy countdown. But first, I do want to say, and our wonderful friends brought this up in the chat, happy birthday to Mickey and Minnie Mouse, because yes, it's their birthday today as we are recording. And I believe, what do we say? Oh, 97. They are 97 years old and looking great.
And Minnie still doesn't have a ring on it after all this time. You know,
Come on,
It's-
Mickey. What are we
it's
doing?
The longest engagement period we've had, or not even engagement, dating period we've had in a long time. I mean, same goes for Daisy and Donald, man. But you know
True.
what? They're claiming each other on each other's taxes because they've been together for so long. It's
They are
fine.
dependent. Yes. All right, so we are getting into the ultimate Disney countdown. We're going to do our 6 through 10 today, and I am just ready for all the chaos. Here we go. Danielle, would you like to start, or would you like me to start us off?
I don't know. I'm so nervous about this. I feel like maybe you start first, and
I
then
can start
I'll
us
make
off.
sure that I adapt mine. I want to see how you're going to announce these, and then I'll just try to make sure I announce them the same way. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
No, that's very fair. All right, let's do it. So, my number 10 is going to be from a countdown we did, I want to say later in the season. I think this was after halfway through. It's going to be from our animatronics episode. And it is not my number one pick. It is going to be the new Walt Disney animatronic from the new show for the 70th anniversary. I love that. Obviously, they had been working on this for so long. I do love this animatronic, and there's a lot of swirling things about him when this first came out, because people were zooming in on his face. I'm like, you guys, that's not what the human eye is going to see when they see this show. Relax.
Right.
So
Oh my goodness.
it's hard to build something that looks exactly like someone, because I don't know. And they wanted to make him older, as he was later in his life when Disneyland was built. So yeah, no, he doesn't look exactly like Walt Disney, but I think it's a wonderful animatronic, and I'm mostly really excited. His movements are incredible. Like, if you watch him, he has very human movements, and the voice, it is his voice talking, which I really love. That is words that he spoke. And I really like the speech that they added in there. It has my favorite quote, which is the "keep moving forward" quote. And yeah, it's just one of my faves. So that's my pick for number 10, because I really love this animatronic so much.
So good.
And I'm very excited for the one at Carousel, by the way, coming in to you soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I ended up choosing one that we just did from our last episode, and it was talking about the holidays, because I was like, you know what? I don't know. I think this is just fresh in my mind, and it's what we're currently thinking of. But like, out of everything we talked about, this is over here at the top 10 for just recapping, and it's going to be just the Echo Lake Christmas decor.
Oh,
is
yeah.
sitting there at number 10 because it's what I'm
Yeah.
currently being surrounded by. It is a great way to wrap up the podcast season also. So I want to make sure that this made my list. So that's sitting there at number 10. And that's why I'm going to be going and checking out after recording today.
Yep, absolutely. And can't wait to see it for myself when I'm over there.
Yeah.
But a wonderful choice, especially for the season. Love it. Yeah. Mine is going to be nowhere near this season.
No.
My number 9. We're going back to summer songs, baby. And this one, this soundtrack is near and dear to my heart. Had to make my top 10 because yes, it's from Tarzan. I had Son of Man. This is in fact my number 1 choice. And
Yes.
I mean, like from the get-go, Phil Collins, just it's an upbeat song. It's fast, it's fun. One of my favorites from this soundtrack, and it to me screams summer, like sunny, vibrant, lively, and just a banger. So
It is.
that is my number 9 choice,
Oh, that is a good one.
bringing you back to the warm days of summer.
Yeah, it is. I see y'all again. We're going to be going all over in this. So we said in the beginning of this episode to make sure you're holding on because we're going to give you whiplash from going from one side of the season to the back of the other side of the season.
Yeah.
And I am actually. What's funny is that actually I picked 2 from this
I
list.
love that. No, I love that. Yeah.
And my number 9, even though he was actually closer to the top, he's getting mixed around. And number 9 is going to be Hootie from Owl House. When we talked about our favorite TV show characters and my favorite worm owl. And
Little alien worm owl thing.
my little alien worm owl. And like this one got bumped up and like moved around because I'm like, you know what? I just want to talk about him sooner, even though he probably would be closer to my top 5, but just where the other things lay, he's sitting there at number 9. And I found so many while we were traveling. Somebody else made another edit of like all of his favorite moments put together. And I'm just like, this is funny. And so that's why he's sitting there at number 9.
I love little clips of everything. What's the word I'm looking for? Little
I am so impressed with these
compilations. Yes, the edits are
Right.
so
These-
good. Yeah.
These compilation editors, and we like Jay, who's part of our Discord and does our movie nights and stuff like that on our Patreon stuff, is also one of like does these edits and does these like movie clip edits and puts music to them and like this timing and stuff. And I'm like, my brain doesn't function that way. I can record my face and I can get in front of a camera and talk that way, but I cannot look at something and be like beats, scenes, music. I can't. My brain just does not function that way, and I think that's so cool that other people can.
Right. That's same. I'm glad that other people are taking control of that. That is not me, but man, do I love watching them. They're so good.
100%. And there's quite a few that are saved right now in my profile. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Right. Go back and watch it. Gotta love the creativity. Nice. All right. Good choice. All right. This one, I think we're going to go back to around the halfway point of our season. This is movies that we'd like to be magicked into.
Ooh.
And for this one, I'm not going to go number 1 because I don't know. I feel like it's too obvious. We're going to go with Avatar because
Oh.
I know. And I believe this was my number 3. It wasn't even, I think Zootopia was my number 2 for this list. Avatar is 3. Because I am really excited to see A Fire and Ash, the 3rd one coming out soon.
Yes.
I think my appreciation for Avatar has grown a little bit, especially because I'm excited to see what our land is going to look like. No, it is not going to be like the one in Animal Kingdom. I'm looking forward to. I also recently found out that I don't think the bricks are going away. By the way, that's also a very happy moment for me. I think that we're keeping the bricks in the Esplanade for us. So. The fact that our land is coming, the way that DCA is going to be built is shifting because they're going to need a lot of space for this land. And just the fact that, we are going to get to be immersed into both regular Pandora that we saw in the first film and also from Way of Water and Fire and Ash on our coast is going to be really cool. So I'm picking Avatar specifically for that reason because we're basically going to be magicked into these movies very soon.
You're going to get what we finally have in
It's a
Pandora.
3-year project probably. Yeah, but,
Oh my gosh, yes.
it's going to take a long time. But after Fire and Ash comes out, hopefully we won't have to wait too long before this land is built. So, I mean,
Right.
y'all, it's it's going to close next year, early next year. So get ready for it. So.
You know, and
That's
like
the
you're
one
just
I
talking about
chose.
Pandora, it makes me realize I'm like, oh, I can actually go into Animal Kingdom now and see
And see the
Pandora at
lights.
night.
There you go. Yep. Starting at 4:30.
That's kind of nice.
There
Kind
you
of
go.
nice.
Mhm.
Everybody's like, oh, time change, seasonal depression. I'm like, no, Animal Kingdom at night.
Pandora. Love it.
So funny.
Yep.
Local problems, you know. Okay.
Yeah.
My number. See, I'm going back to ones that we just recently talked about. My number 8, and I think maybe it's because I'm hungry as we're recording this, is going to be holiday turkey sandwiches. Just anything
so
holiday
good.
turkey related.
So good.
It had to make the list, and it's sitting there at number 8 for me because it's just, I don't know. Like, we talked a lot about food in this season.
We
We talked a
did.
lot about like fake animation food, but I think that's
Yes.
why this one made my list, was because no, I know I can put my hands on this and I can have that here this month.
Yes, you
So,
can.
That's why it's sitting there at number 8 for me.
Good one. I know talking about those holiday sandwiches definitely made my mouth water earlier.
Right.
And is still continuing to do so.
It's still continuing to say.
Yeah, they're so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, good one. Let's see, we're on number 7, right? Number 7?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go back to sights and sounds and smells. Sights, sounds, and smells in the parks.
Ooh.
And this was my number 1 pick. It is, in fact, Pirate's Water and my favorite little bromine chemical. Yeah, it's just a classic. It's just a classic. It's a little bit higher on the list because I feel like it's super obvious, but whenever you get into that first door of Pirates of the Caribbean and Disneyland and it just, whoa, hits you like a
You
train.
said that too when we were recording that episode. You were just like, I feel like this is such an obvious pick. And I was just like,
It is an
no,
obvious
but like
pick, but
everybody
it-
else is thinking the same thing as you.
It was my number 1. It was that obvious.
Yeah.
It's just so good. It's obvious and it's worth it. You know what I mean? Like it's just the fan fave and everyone talks about it because for that smell just brings back so many memories and it's like, I don't know. I love the smell of bromine. What can I say? So yeah, Pirates Water's number 7.
That is a good one. That is a
Thanks.
good one.
Thanks.
How
about your
So this one, okay, now I'm second guessing if this was, I know we talked about it in the episode, but this came from oh no, I did talk about this. This was
Yeah.
in our music episode,
Okay.
and I don't remember what place it was at. And it was like our summer soundtrack, or maybe
Yeah.
I mentioned this as like or was this
Honestly, even if it was an honorable mention, I feel like you can totally talk about it. I think this is just
Can
like
I?
our favorite moments. Yeah, yeah. Doesn't it have to
Okay.
be like in the countdown? I think it should just be a moment. Yeah.
Well, it was when we were talking about songs,
Mhm.
and there's 2 songs from the Merida soundtrack, and it was
Oh, yeah, yeah. Touch the
Reach
Sky.
Up and Touch the Sky
Yeah.
and Open Air.
Open
I think
Air.
it was. Is that the other one?
And you said Open Air is your
Right.
summer song. Yeah.
Is the summer song, and then the other one is the fall transitional song.
Yes.
So I kind of wanted to mention both of them, but mostly
Yeah.
the one that we talked about during the summer, because it is currently here in November. That is my fall transitional song into
Yeah.
Christmas, is part of the Merida soundtrack. So
It's almost like you're on a horse and you're running through the fall, like falling leaves, you know, and all the leaves are changing color and you're just like literally from Open Air into Touch the Sky is like you're going from portal to portal almost. Summer
Literally,
to fall.
yes.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
get that. I see that. I see the vision. Okay. That's a
so
good
that's
one.
why that's sitting up there at my number 7.
Oh, I love that you put that in there. I think that's like perfect.
Thank
and
you.
yes, I do. I remember that conversation specifically and being like, oh yeah.
And you're like,
That is
it makes
so
you go
true.
back and re-listen to it, and you're just like, and so it popped up on my November playlist, because I don't want to be so engulfed in Christmas music just yet.
Totally
I probably
fair.
will be by next week. And as I put up my Christmas decor, obviously you can tell I did not get my fall decor. If you're watching this on YouTube, my fall decor did not get put away before I left town to Dollywood. So that's going to be happening later on this week. So hopefully by the time we record next week, or later on this week even, this will be switched over to Christmas decor. So you'll see that.
It's so exciting. So exciting. But I love that choice so much. Well done. Okay. Well, y'all, we're down to our number 6. This is our last choice in this countdown. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. We hope you enjoyed it, and we appreciate you being here so much. This is one of our last episodes of this season, so thank you for supporting us just basically over these last 2 years. Yeah. Can't wait for season 7, but we do have another countdown. Of course, we have our 1 through 5 coming at you next week. But let's talk about number 6. My choice is going to be from the countdown of characters we relate to.
Oh.
And this is, in fact, my number 1 pick again, and it's Kai from Win or Lose. I'm just so passionate about this show, and I was very grateful to work a little bit with like Pixar on this show and actually talk about it and promote it. And like, I think Danielle, you did the same thing.
I did. And it was a great promotion. I really loved, like, I love when we get to talk about stuff that, like, we do get paid for it at the end of the day. Yes, it's true.
Sure.
It was a paid ad, but it was something that
I was going to talk about it no matter what.
Right. We were genuinely excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something else. Like, I was like, yes, let's go. Let's talk about this. So I was very happy with that one.
I was super happy and grateful because I started watching this show a couple days after it came out on Disney Plus, and I was immediately hooked. I'm like, first of all, this is me, because I was a child athlete. You know, I know exactly what these kids are going through in terms of parents and teammates and all this stuff. Like, I get it. And also just being a child in school and everything and the pressures of that. And Kai was the one I related to the most. When her episode came around, it almost like brought me to tears how relatable it truly was, and her situation as an athlete was, and her father. So it hit home for sure, and that's pun intended because we're talking about softball. But yeah, it was a really important one for me, and I'm again very grateful and honestly almost like proud of Pixar for making a show like this. So hoping for a season 2, and yeah, that is my number 6 choice.
All right.
Yeah.
As I'm messaging Dapper Mom, because she keeps texting me like, what are you still doing? I'm like,
hi, Dapper
we have
Mom.
Been yapping. It has been like the
We've
bonus
had some
episode
long
we were
episodes
yapping
today. Yeah.
and almost done. I don't know what. Oh, we're talking about because the rest of the family is also coming up to New York, and so we're finalizing flights and making sure we're picking out where we need to go. So it's all that planning stuff,
lots of planning,
which is annoying. So many moving parts. Anyway,
I know.
Speaking of moving parts, my number 6 is going to be coming from our animatronic episode. And, you know, to end this episode on moving parts.
Sorry. Speaking of green beans. That was
you got it. Speaking of green beans. This one's going to be Sunny Eclipse.
Oh, Sunny. Good old Sunny.
You know, good old Sunny Eclipse hanging out, rocking over there at Cosmic Rays, and really is the one holding down the fort over there at Tomorrowland.
That
you know,
is.
so he had to be mentioned. So he's sitting there right there in the center of my list at number 6.
I love it. And that's definitely one thing also on the list that we're going to try to see while I'm over there. We'll hopefully have good timing. Will is so excited in the comments. Sunny! Woo! Sunny Eclipse has a wonderful following on the socials and just in real life. I hope to get to see him next month when I'm over there.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be really funny content if we can film it, so that way it's like the person that's like excited for you to meet Sunny Eclipse and the one that's like confused by Sunny Eclipse.
Right, being like, oh, cool.
Okay,
who's that?
That's cool. That's nice for you.
That'd be great. Let's do it.
And yes, yay! Chica, I need to go meet Tony, his cousin, over in Tokyo someday. He's over at their Pizza Planet over there.
There you go. Oh, one of these days we'll make it out there.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening to this episode. Again, we have just one more for this season coming very soon. 1 through 5. Yep. So thank you for sticking around for season 6. Already looking to season 7. Very excited about it. We appreciate you being here and hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. And until we see you next time, have a very magical day.
And night night, sleep tight, dream of churros tonight.
Yay! Woo! To have your name at the end of our new episodes and to receive a bunch of magical perks, please check out our Patreon via the link in the episode notes.
Or visit patreon.com/Disney Countdown Show. We'll see you there.